Good day everyone, and welcome back to another number of things that Dr. Bright is just not allowed to do. This time I'm using restrictions that you submitted recently. A thank you to the council members and administrators, a quick word from this video's sponsor, and we'll get started. Ridge have sent me some new wallets and I am all over this new Tiki one. The Tiki is my new favourite wallet, but before that I used this, and to be honest with you, it mostly just created an awkward bulge. All those receipts, coins and unused cards. However, the Ridge wallet can organise and hold up to 12 cards and hold cash via a clipple band on the back. They've got dozens of colours and styles such as the Tiki, Forged Carbon and Gunmetal. They come with a lifetime warranty and a 45-day money-back guarantee, and the icing on the wedding cake is it blocks your contactless signal, so you can't get digitally pickpocketed. It's certainly comforting to know all my cards in cash are nicely organised for when I need them. Treat yourself today, use that link below and you'll get a lovely 10% discount. Rule number 1. Dr. Bright is not allowed to shout any variation of the phrase, "I reject my humanity Jojo," and put on SCP-035. Not only would this be a clear containment breach, it's just bloody stupid. Rule number 2. Dr. Bright is not allowed to go to Ohio to eliminate the Ohioans. Rule number 3. Dr. Bright is not allowed to create his own Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil Village for any reason. Rule number 4. Dr. Bright is not allowed to volunteer as a D-class to show them how it's done. Rule number 5. While we appreciate Dr. Bright's efforts to reduce the company's expenditure, taping a claymore to a Roomba and sending it to clean SCP cells is not the way. Rule number 6. Dr. Bright is not allowed to put up a sign in SCP-106's pocket dimension saying, "Welcome to Brazil." Rule number 7. Dr. Bright is not allowed to execute any Mobile Task Force members for simping towards SCP-953, nor is he allowed to rename any Mobile Task Force as the Simp Squad. Rule number 8. Dr. Bright is not allowed to bring back that extra-dimensional hentai from the Wanderer's library. Rule number 9. Dr. Bright is not allowed to terminate an SCP-939 specimen and display its hide as a rug in his office. Rule number 10. Dr. Bright is not allowed to replace any world currency with Monopoly bills. Rule number 11. Dr. Bright is not allowed to instruct D-Class to speak in a mocking British accent to SCP-16781 entities. No, it's not funny. Those corpses are still stuck to the pavement and we can't get them off. Rule number 12. Dr. Bright is not allowed to dress SCP-173 in a top hat and a monocle and proclaim him Mr. Peanut. Rule number 13. Dr. Bright is not allowed to put antlers on Dr. Buck to make her look like a hunting trophy. Pieces of Dr. Bright's old body are still being recovered to this day. Rule number 14. Dr. Bright is not allowed to launch D-Class into space because they were acting sus. Nor is he allowed to use SCP-826 to see how 682 would play Among Us. Rule number 15. Dr. Bright is not allowed to upgrade his gaming rig by putting it into SCP-914 on the very fine setting, not even to try and get the latest RTX card. Rule number 16. Following the destruction of Site-90, Dr. Bright is not allowed to play any kind of card game with Dr. Clef again. Rule number 17. Dr. Bright is not allowed to say D's near SCP-173. Rule number 18. Dr. Bright is not allowed to use either the alt-left made me do it or the alt-right made me do it as an excuse for anything. Rule number 19. Dr. Bright is not allowed to use the SCP Illustrated YouTube community tab for ideas on what to do next. Rule number 20. Dr. Bright is not allowed to plead the fifth or variations of that to any questions asked by the O5 Council. The SCP Foundation is not bound by the US Constitution. Rule number 21. Dr. Bright is not allowed to demand pictures of any SCP in the same mannerisms as that of J. Jonah Jameson from the Spider-Man franchise. Rule number 22. Dr. Bright is not allowed to use the phrase "this is where the fun begins" before summoning the Scarlet King or any other world-ending entity for that matter. Just don't do it, Bright. Rule number 23. Dr. Bright is not allowed to fuse SCP-008 and SCP-610 to create the ultimate zombie. Rule number 24. Dr. Bright is not allowed to tell new personnel to answer SCP-145. And rule number 25. Dr. Bright is not allowed to claim SCP-173 is this reality's version of the marker from Dead Space. The following it has on the internet is not evidence of this claim. The phrase "praise the nut" is forbidden. Bonus rules. Rule number 1. Dr. Bright is not allowed to use SCP-079 to purchase Steam games, watch YouTube videos, or access any form of pornographic material. Rule number 2. Dr. Bright is not allowed to let Carl Pilkington draft containment procedures for any SCP. Rule number 3. Dr. Bright is not allowed to give SCP-105 a photograph of SCP-096 to perform an endurance test. Rule number 4. Dr. Bright is not allowed to use SCP-035 for any form of procreational hobbies or actions. A counselling request from 035 is still under review. Rule number 5. Dr. Bright is not allowed to make a daycare for SCP-053 so she can make friends with other kids. It took 4 days to clean up that mess. Rule number 6. Dr. Bright is not allowed to spread false rumours of a SCP that makes your testicles explode. Rule number 7. Dr. Bright is not allowed to involve D-Class and SCP-1120 in a game of freeze tag. Rule number 8. Dr. Bright is not to make a museum, ever. Just stop trying, Bright. Rule number 9. Dr. Bright is not allowed to use SCP-4812-E as a heatsink for any Bitcoin mining operation. Rule number 10. Dr. Bright is not allowed to use any form of military vehicle from any mobile task force to neutralise any SCP vehicles. Rule number 11. Dr. Bright is not allowed to feed D-Class personnel to SCP-082 claiming it's lamb's meat. Rule number 12. Dr. Bright is not allowed to team up with SCP-105 to put SCP-963 on anyone, again. Rule number 13. Dr. Bright is not allowed to change the SCP-173 containment signs to SCP-NUT. Rule number 14. Dr. Bright is not allowed to show anyone his internet search history. Multiple staff members are still in shock even after months of amnestic treatment. Rule number 15. Dr. Bright is not allowed to let SCP-2295 out of containment for playtime. Rule number 16. Dr. Bright is not allowed to release SCP-407 and SCP-008 into a highly populated area to simulate Plants vs. Zombies. Rule number 17. Dr. Bright is not allowed to bring SCP-504 to any Foundation movie nights, especially any Monty Python screenings. Rule number 18. Dr. Bright is not allowed to use any anomalies to create catgirls for his own enjoyment. Rule number 19. Upon the death of Professor Kane Paphos Crow, Dr. Bright is most certainly not allowed to take his remains to a taxidermist, nor is he permitted to perform any kind of taxidermy himself for that matter. Rule number 20. Dr. Bright is not allowed to label SCP-682's chamber as the big fucking lizard tank. It was funny the first time, but after that last breach we simply don't have the budget for that amount of cleanup and reconstruction. Rule number 21. Dr. Bright is not allowed to narrate and or make a documentary about any Keter-class SCPs akin to the style of David Attenborough. Dr. Clef is not allowed to do this either. Rule number 22. Dr. Bright is not allowed to use SCP-0491 specimens to test MTF units in a Nazi zombie scenario. Thank God we stopped you before you could release 939 for the dog round. Rule number 23. Dr. Bright is not allowed to make another zombie girlfriend or boyfriend, stay away from the morgue, and use a dating app like the rest of the world. Rule number 24. Dr. Bright is not allowed to show any horror movie to SCP-4966. The poor thing is still having nightmares after watching The Ring. And rule number 25. While we have already specified Dr. Bright is not allowed to sell SCP-610 as a meat product, Dr. Bright is not allowed to circumvent this rule by feeding SCP-610 to D-Class personnel as part of their evening meal. And that concludes this entry of Dr. Bright restrictions. I hope you enjoyed this video and be sure to like and subscribe if you did. If your restriction did not make it into this video, better luck next time. I'll get another one of these out next month. Big thanks to all the patrons and members who keep the channel going, please consider joining them. And thank you to Rick Trexton, Generals Alert, Wings of a Meme, JT Walker, Horizons, Nicholas, Number of the Yeast, Fallen Angel, Pepperfish, Wedge the First, Lesby Friends, Razman, Tufty, Splendy the Tear God, Miss Talincaro and the Lav. Big thanks to the council members Arctoast Kibara, Captain Core, Hunter Killer, Tree Arctos, Catclone, Kilo, Bob, Savagion, Lil Sub, Nick S, Monarch and Chikarin. And huge thanks to the administrators Viger, Kamana, Bunderschnell, Romulus, GFHD and Light. Thank you all for watching, I will see you all soon, and take care.